Eat 'em up.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing Jones. Here's the former Lion, Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Julian Okwara there to bring him down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and getting the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can... That all the way in Wilson, touchdown, New York.
Kenny Galladay,
34 yards.
And the Giants will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Giants 7, Lions 0. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jones.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd and 10, Jones completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 38 yards.
And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0.
Giants 14, Lions 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Goff on first down. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on second down. Goff escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Azeez Ojulari,
his second sack of the night.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Jones throwing on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
A first down carry for Barkley, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 16. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt them.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 3
first half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
The star at nearby Michigan, Jabril Peppers, in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Quick throw complete to Reynolds.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gone.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Aaron Robinson in on the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
Open man is Quintez Cephus.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Goff now to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. They'll try to run with Swift.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Taken down at the 41. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
Now Jones on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On second and very short, Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Gerald McCoy forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Here's Jones on third down. That's caught by Galladay. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Going right back to Galladay. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. 70 yards on the ground for him so far.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner, pound away, and try and finish off a game. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Flushed out right. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's gone. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Khalif Raymond.
51 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. That catch good for only a couple.
It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
On second down, Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Jones throwing for it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their fan base at this point has to be thinking, is this finally the year we once again taste success in the playoffs? They're not there yet, but it's looking promising here in this fourth quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2.